I got a call from an old friend, and I do want to mention my friend Carmen Rocco. I had the privilege of working with him from 1990 all the way through till 2009. He's now retired. I haven't had the good sense yet. He does. Carmen, the reason I mention him, he's got multiple skills. He's certainly a mechanic in his own right, but he was a logger and a respected workmate on the site in working in the logging side of the industry. He came out of the Kaikous logging camp, and I was the mill guy, and him and I worked side by side, with me being the president of a 3,000 local operation, and he was the logging guy. And he and I were, chums and worked together everywhere. And so I have great respect for him and his talent. His son, some of that rubbed off on one of his sons, who unfortunately couldn't find trades training here in British Columbia, Honorable Speaker. So he went to Alberta during the heady days. Even 3 years ago, times were better, and he got hired as an apprentice pipe fitter. He completed his first and second year apprenticeship, and as the minister will know, and others, that it requires testing after your first year of apprenticeship. You take a test, you move on to the second year, more testing. The situation is that he got laid off from his job as a third-year apprentice, as he was working towards being a journeyman pipe fitter, Honorable Speaker, and he was all scheduled to, just recently, to go back to Alberta to complete 6 weeks of training. And his dad, my friend Carmen, phoned me and said, I don't know what you can do about this, but, and I have tried to get through to the training agency, but maybe the minister will know the answer to this question. His question is, why is it that trades, once you become a red sealed tradesman, you're interchangeable from one province to another? So a journeyman pipe fitter can come from Alberta and get hired in British Columbia, and vice versa. Same thing with a tradesman. But yet his son had to take 6 weeks of training back in Alberta, and he said, look, the university right here on Vancouver Island University has a similar kind of course. Why can't he take that course here? And maybe that's something that's going to get addressed by this process. I really hope so, because I think the one thing that everybody in this House can agree, Honorable Speaker, is that the goal should be to try to break down barriers. Wherever there's barriers to successful training, especially training that we need and is critical and absolutely necessary, it makes no sense to me to hear this dad saying, well, why would my pipe fitter son have to go back to Alberta to take a 6-week course that I'd like him to take it right here in British Columbia. But he actually phoned the apprenticeship folks, I guess, in Alberta, and they're saying, well, you got to talk to them in British Columbia, but there's no reciprocal agreement, Honorable Speaker. That's what it would take, is a reciprocal agreement that works things out so that you get these barriers out of the way. So why wouldn't we ensure that not just trades are interchangeable, but certainly if you're an apprentice and you've gone and worked your heart out and you're now a third-year journeyman and you just need to complete the testing, that's problematic. And so again, I don't know what, maybe I should go and speak to the minister offline if she knows of anything we can do about this. But it is one of those things. I'm told that it is a barrier, and so hopefully it's something that we can agree to work on.